Small Talks with Tish and Larry, and we're back again heading into a beautiful weekend. And I have to always ask you, how has your week been? How's it been going for you? Everything been all right?
Yeah, everything's been pretty cool. Um, it's been a week.
Been a week for
I'll put it like that. It's been a week. um, but how have your week been?
Made it through the long work week and surprisingly have the whole weekend to myself. So I'm going to enjoy it. And this is just the topping or the icing on the cake is being here with you this weekend, being able to do the show once again. And I'm just so happy that we'll be able to enjoy our weekend together. So this is a plus. Just to go along with everything else that's been going good for us. So I'm happy. It's been a good week. So I'm thankful.
Oh, that makes me feel special.
You should. You always should feel special.
But I don't know. Like I say, it's been a week as far as on my end, and I appreciate it to everybody who's been subscribing and watching. And
we surely are thankful. Thank y'all so much because he looks into those numbers and he's just like, we're getting there. But we are truly thankful and happy that people are enjoying it and seeing us. Like, this is just our banter back and forth. But we hope that y'all have been enjoying us talking and giving our little insights on things, and just thankful that Larry let me be a part of something new that I'm enjoying, and it's been fun with him. So I'm enjoying all those shows together. I really appreciate you bringing me in.
Let her be a part of it. I had no choice.
That's not true. I see he needed a hand here and there, so I was like, you know what? Why don't we do our own little thing? So this has been fun for me, and I'm happy that he's been glad to have me a part of it. So I hope y'all really are enjoying it, and we thank y'all for the subscribers. And if you're tuning in, if you're not subscribed, click the button and follow Yo That's Larry's network. He's got good stuff on there, not just this show. He has the Yo That's Larry's podcast also, and more things coming. So please subscribe.
And the button should be maybe right here. So
you
just
put a
click
little arrow so they can see
yeah,
and make
just
sure
click
they
that button.
get the arrow down there for them.
But what you want to talk about first?
I have some topics, and I'm hoping that you're down for the conversation tonight.
I feel up to it. I didn't even take a drink. I said I was.
One day I'm just gonna have everything set up, and you ain't gonna have to worry. It's gonna be right here laid out for you, so you don't have to be like, I ain't had a drink. It's gonna be here sitting up.
I look forward to that day.
But I wanted to start with, and I don't know, it popped in my head. I said, well, I know it's not a lot of couple stuff that we talk about, but tonight I want to get into something that popped in my head: clinginess. Do you think clinginess is a plus in a relationship? Let's say, like, how we both work. After we get off of work, we spend time together. But, you have where you go out with friends or your cousins or whatever like that. Do you think clinginess is something that is needed in a relationship to make it work? Or can clinginess be, I guess, maybe a downfall to a relationship if you're always wanting to be under your partner, like, consistently, even when they want to hang out and you just want to be with them all the time? Do you think that can cause a rift in a relationship?
Not a rift. I just feel with clinginess, since we both work, and I know how I feel after I work. Like, yeah, I want your company, but there's also times when it's like, it has nothing to do with you, but you want your space. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. Like I've never been a clingy. I've never been a clingy person.
So you don't want to be around me? That's what you're saying?
No, I told you I want your company.
You don't.
But
feeling it, right?
the being all on your back and all of that. Like I've never been that type of person. Like, because I feel like, because I know how I always put myself in the other person's shoes. Like, I know how I feel, so I know if I feel the way I feel, I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. So
you're saying in the back of your head, like, they probably want their space also.
Yeah,
I want my space
of
also.
course. like just like you was just telling me earlier, as far as with us both having the same days coming up off, then figuring out what to do or whatnot.
Right.
That's great. That's cool. But if it's every second of the day Like
planning out your day for you.
Yeah, you all on my back and all that. I was like, man, golly, now.
Don't be like that. So I'm just like, Larry, this day we're going here. Larry, I don't know what you got planned, but this is happening this day. It's like you saying that's just too much for a relationship. Like the person needs their downtime to reflect on what they want to reflect on and what they want to do.
Yes. Prime example.
Don't. You better. It better be about me.
I mean, it is about you, but
what?
But prime example, like when we go to, let's say we go to Myrtle Beach, right? And we there for two nights. Okay. If I worked the day that we went down there, I'm tired, right? So I know you want to enjoy whatever festivities is going on.
But you know, I'm always down for relaxation, and I know how that is.
But I'm just saying, like, that would be that time, or that would be that feeling of, even if we're not at the beach. You get what I'm saying? Like when a person is tired,
right?
Like that space is needed. You know what I'm saying? But that's on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just that you're clingy to me. Like I don't want to be clingy to you because if you're tired, especially if you done told me that you had a rough day and all of that, then the thing I'm really just trying to do is just make sure that you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're...
That's meaningful in a relationship, to just checking in, just making sure, like, everything all right. Like, the phone calls and stuff, like, that does make a difference. But that just was on my mind, because I always wonder, like, when people... I see videos sometime online, it's like, the person's like, you're always with your partner all the time, 24/7. I'm like, I wonder if that's healthy, to be around your partner that much, like, all the time like that. Like, I mean, maybe with content creator, it could be that that's their job to be around each other like that. But I always wonder, does it cause a issue for them, or do they want to break every now and again? It just was on my mind.
Like I just know, like in my head, I think a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like sometimes in my head, I'm wondering, like, I wonder if I'm talking too much. I wonder if I you know what I'm saying? Like, you just kind of get to thinking and talking to yourself or whatever. And
sometimes I do that also. Like, that's, like, I hope people don't take, if I am talking and I get silent, it's like, I don't want to over talk, because you don't know how they're feeling or what they could be thinking, or what they have their own thing going on. So you just don't want to overstep people's boundaries and just talk their head off or nothing like that. So if someone sees me just get quiet, I'm not trying to overstep. Because some people they're just quiet people and they don't really have too much conversation. But
and sometimes you just got to read the room.
True.
Like check the temperature. If like I say, if you had a bad day, then I'm not, like, I'll joke around with you a lot. But if you had a bad day, I'm not gonna, like, overly joke around with you, because I feel that's gonna turn into something else. Because
what would it turn into?
My shit sitting outside.
No, see, you always gotta go there and take it too far. It has never gotten to that point. Why would you say that?
But nah, like I just feel it would turn into, it's not gonna be fun conversation. It'll turn into, that's why I say it'll turn into something else. So like, you always gotta check the temperature and stuff like that.
Just see how people feeling. Like, don't step too into their space while they're going through what they're going through. That's what you're saying.
That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, that is true. So is that all? That's your answer for that question? Now we can move on to the next now.
Yeah.
I appreciate you giving your insight, but this one popped up on me later tonight, and I don't know what the actual number is of people that's on the earth, because I know there's a lot.
It was 30.
You might want to check that before, because I heard 10 billion earlier, so I don't know if it's gotten even bigger. But with it being 10 billion people on the earth, you ever heard that term? It's a purpose for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel with that many people being here that we all have a purpose that we were sent here for? Or do you think some things could be, I don't know if we can't predict what's what with a person that's here. But do you think we're all here for a certain purpose on Earth?
This is gonna make you laugh.
Will it?
I'm gonna steal this from Shay. Okay. I don't know how, like, I assume that's all that I could do is assume.
Pretty much.
Okay, Grand Theft Auto, the video game.
Yes.
Okay, you know how Shay will say unlock character and stuff like that. Okay, we could be in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
We're driving in Mississippi. You pass by a random car. There's 3 people in the car. We don't know those people. Never seen them before. Probably never see them again.
Never, ever.
I assume they have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I assume.
Just that they probably think of us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, I would like to say that everybody got a purpose, but it could be just like in Grand Theft Auto. The only person that I care about in Grand Theft Auto is the person that I'm controlling. You know what I'm saying? Like, the purpose in Grand Theft Auto is to complete that mission. You know what I'm saying? So I assume that, like, just to go along with that, then if I have a purpose or if I feel I got a purpose, then yes, they have a purpose.
Right.
I think the better question is, once you fulfill your purpose, then what?
I mean, hopefully you'll continue to be in your purpose whenever you fulfill it. Like, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know. No, see, no. See, I didn't.
Yeah, he was.
Wait, no.
He completed his
No.
purpose.
See, you take it too far because I wasn't trying to go there. I wanted to say, like, okay, if you get to your purpose and you feel that you made it, why not continue on with doing your purpose?
I
but see, you want the person to clock out, and that's not where I was going with it.
I did it.
Oh man, that was funny. I was not thinking that was the route you was about to take just now.
I've thought about that before, as far as
how many people we have and like our
mainly just the purposes.
Yeah.
Like some people think that their purpose is, I don't know, doing music. You know what I'm saying? That's their purpose. Comedians think that their purpose is to provide
like
laughs and
joy
stuff.
To people. Yeah.
But within that, I get to, like I said, I think a lot. So some of the best comedians are or have been in the worstest. That's that word again.
Cindy, you're gonna have a field day when you watch this. Don't tell you.
But some of the best comedians have been in the worst situations in that moment in their life when they were classified as, like, man, he's funny. You know what I'm saying? But behind the scenes, they're going through hell.
I've seen it where, like, I know you've probably seen the scene of Steve Harvey saying he living in his car and him not knowing from day to day how he was going to make money and have somewhere to stay, and that is something. Like, I mean, but I guess it's just beautiful to see a person living in their dream after they've been through so much stuff, like living in their purpose of what they came here, what God put them here for. That's an amazing thing. But
that's that dedication.
It is.
When you're chasing something or you're trying to fulfill this purpose that you feel is your purpose, but what you're going through is
it's just so many hardships after hardships makes you want to give up.
I told you a story about Marvin Gaye that they said the other night, where he was going through a divorce. He had no money. He was on drugs, and the judge ordered him to make an album for his wife or ex-wife. Mm-hmm. The proceeds would go to her, right? He tried to make a BS album and ended up.
So he didn't want her to have anything, pretty much. Is that what that is?
I mean, basically, like, okay, the judge tell me to go make an album. We ain't on good terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on something else. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put something together. They said
not Marvin just throwing something together.
Threw something together and messed around and just about made a classic.
You know what that means? He was super talented. That's what that means. It had to mean that.
And I think it was the time period in his life, though. It's what he was going through. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like he would.
What is this song? Like, what do you know?
The album is.
Oh, it's the actual album.
Yeah, it's a whole album.
Okay.
And I think his wife's name was Anne, and there's a song on there called "A Song for Anne."
Yeah.
And that song is even a good song. You know what I'm saying? So
he was just super talented. Like, even if you tried to make a dud, it couldn't happen.
But I think I just feel like a lot of your best moments happens when your back is against the wall.
Probably right.
Like that's why I always tell people, regardless of, like, people get talking about the politics and all of that, regardless of what's going on in the world or what's going on in your life, you could look back and there's been moments where the feeling that you have right now, you may have felt worse.
Don't you say it.
In your past.
I thought you were about to say worse again.
Nah. I gotta stay away from worst. But you may have felt worse in your past than you feel right now. Like, you feel bad and down and out right now, but you may have felt worse in your past in feeling like, oh, this is horrible. How am I gonna do it? And you're here today to talk about how you felt then.
Yes.
So it's like getting down and out today.
You're gonna get to what you faced in your past,
but you're just gonna get through it again. And now you have the story to build off of.
Yeah, the experiences we went through already.
There you go.
To know how to maneuver in this new situation.
And that's where wisdom come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, wisdom and knowledge. And you pass that on to the next person. You know what I'm saying? To be able to let them know, like, you may not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what we are here for, to help each other and to just give, like you say, life lessons, like what we might have faced. Like, listen, I think this is best, or, you always try to pass on the gems to somebody so they will know not to go down that same path, and that is true. So your purpose also could be to help the others in this world and do things that just to better the next individual. So yeah,
ultimately, I think that's the purpose in itself, regardless of whether to help others, regardless of whether you're a singer, a comedian, like I said, an actor, a teacher, a counselor, doctor, build houses. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you do, it ultimately is to help other people.
And that's what we're here for. That's the purpose. Keeping the purpose going.
And that's just my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a lot of people who choose to go against it. I ain't helping nobody. I ain't helping.
I've come across those, and it always makes me wonder what happened to them to make them get to that point. But I guess you can't dwell on how somebody has been treated or what has made them turn into that type of person.
That's true.
That's why I say you can't really judge, because we all have faced on this. I won't do this to someone again, or I won't help here and I won't help there, and then where our hearts are set up, we'll go right back and help another person and forget what even happened. But some people, they're just like, that's it, no more.
It's about, like, I don't know. We're very forgiving, for one, and I can't break that, because I was
and it's so
raised
weird
like
the way you say that. And I think if you knew how many times I sat down and said, gosh, I wish God would have given you more of a mean streak, or more of to be hateful, because I faced it, like, I've been through it. It's like, why can I not cut that off? Like, even though I go through something and it'll hurt me, I still can't be that mean person. I still can't I just can't do it. I don't know what it is.
One thing I've noticed by you saying that, one thing I've noticed, the people that act like that, man, they the biggest crybabies.
What you mean?
Like the people,
the ones that carry that hateful,
that hateful, the mean street, like they the biggest crybabies.
That's
like,
weird.
I think everybody else is just more vocal
crazy.
about
like,
it.
I'm more of like if something bothers me, I'll shed a tear about it because you've seen it. Like I get emotional when I feel wronged. Like if I know I'm doing right, or I feel I'm doing right and being wrong, that bothers me. But I have seen people that, like you said, be mean, but they're very emotional up underneath.
Very emotional.
They just get it. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve, but when something has really gotten to them, it comes out.
Like, it ain't saying they won't kick your ass,
oh,
but I'm just saying, like,
they will. I've seen that too.
But they are they're not the tough exterior that they portray. You know what I'm saying? Like, not 24/7. Like, yeah, they got a heart in there.
Sits behind a lot of ice, but it's in
a lot of ice, bricks. You know what I'm saying? Some hardened mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in there.
So you said it's caved in, like it's just they rarely show it, but they got a heart under this, the thick skin.
Yeah, it's there. The thing that I always ask is, like, I don't know if I take the time to really think about it, but I always think to myself, like, why? Like, why is your heart like that? Like, why do you feel that way? What has happened to you?
Yeah, that's just years of experiences, years of maybe being let down, or thinking someone's going to overstep you. A lot of them do that so you don't get the upper hand on them. They just carry themselves a different type of way. Like, they don't let you get the upper hand.
That's true.
I guess, and I understand that too. But 24/7, I don't.
Like they say, you wake up in the morning, like, it's breakfast time. You mad? You mad at the doggone at
now,
breakfast?
I have seen people, like, I'm in customer service, and it just, some people are just angry. I don't know what it is, and I don't know. I never really carried that on myself like that. I've never. But like I say, we don't know what someone is going through. But I've just never I've had some things happen with me, or I've been going through and I didn't express out to people what was happening, and I just never showed it. I just never retaliated or be mean to someone because I was having something going on with me. It's like that's something I have to deal with. They don't deserve to be mistreated because of something I'm dealing with. Like, if I ever did something mean to you or to Nashay, I'm just like, I'll even come back to apologize because I'm like, I don't want to be mean to them because I got something going on with myself. Like, that's not fair.
But what if they're the one that made you feel a certain way?
What do you mean?
Like, if you're referring to a customer, right?
No, I'm just saying, like, in general, like I say, some of them will be in a bad mood. I'm just not sure what it is. I can't really judge them on why they're acting like that. But I guess, like, I've never carried myself like that. Just me.
But I'm
I
saying,
really mean to people like that.
If they made you feel a certain way,
yeah,
like, why not? I don't want to.
Evil for evil.
Nah, I don't even want to tell you that.
What the?
Cause I tell you this anyway. Once you let somebody know what you truly feel, and you ain't gotta be vulgar or none of that. You could easily let people know how you feel. But a lot of times we'll bite our tongue and stuff like that.
I don't know. For me, it's like, I don't care. Like, I mean, I just, like, it'll bother me for a certain amount of time, and it's just like, my favorite line, that karma get them, and I go on about my business.
Yeah, this is true.
I love to hit the karma button and keep on rolling. Beep.
And I ain't gonna lie, like, until you really started, like, talking like that as far as, like, the karma stuff, I never really thought like that. Like,
so me and my bestie, boy, we in it. She knows she is. I love you, girl.
see, like my mentality would be on some, like, it might weigh on me for a little bit.
Now, you love to say that. I saw you the other night. I was like, let's get this out of the way. What's going on?
Like, it'll weigh on me a little bit. but I've gotten to the point where if I don't say anything, it's gonna weigh on me. So I gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? So I feel better.
So you're saying if it's something that, like how we were saying last week, if something you carry it with you and it's in your mind, like that just, and you know it's, they say it's very unhealthy also.
Yes.
To carry it with you to the stress or just keeping something weighing you down. Like they say that really, like they say that stress is the number one killer. That's what they say.
So with that being said, if you're putting the stress on me, and it could ultimately lead to me dying.
Wow. That's crazy.
I gotta give you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give you something back.
Like said, something's coming back.
Yeah, I can't let you.
You might not like it, but I'm going to save my peace.
I can't let you walk out my presence and you walking with your chest poked out. And
see, you now, not the description.
Yeah, you didn't put something on my mental, and now I'm carrying that around, and I'm thinking to myself, I should have said this, I should have said that. No, man, I gotta let you hear something. Yeah, here's something you can take with you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Not take with you, so they're gonna get a consolation prize.
Yeah. I may not be able to make you feel. I may not be able to make you feel the way you just made me feel, but damn it, you gonna feel something.
You are a mess.
And okay. I can go on about my day.
Okay.
And I'll be comfortable. At least I said so.
Not you having a little face. How you gonna do it?
At least I said so.
Larry, please. You are a mess, okay?
I got to.
A mess. Trust, we know. The people know that you're gonna say something.
See, I think like the gray hairs on my beard, right?
They're getting. Before long, the whole thing's gonna be white.
And I think a lot of the gray hair came from biting my tongue on situations. So I think if I stop biting my tongue, my hair will turn back black. I'm gonna try it out, even if it don't work.
It will, but I got some Beijing I can get from the store if you need. We can work it out.
All natural. So I'm gonna try it out. If it don't work, hey.
What if your whole head turn white? What if you?
Then I'll be man enough to say
you'll be Moses for real.
But hey, I'll be man enough to say Tish, it ain't work.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, I am dating a 60-year-old and he's only Jesus. What is going on with him? But, yeah, if it gets wider, I'm gonna say, babe, don't say nothing else. Just leave it alone because it's getting out of hand now.
That's just the way I be feeling about it. I'm like, man,
you definitely giving the people jewels because I know somebody's thinking, you know what, Larry said it. I'm gonna do it.
But it ain't about being ugly to nobody. It's just if you can give it, then
you can receive it.
You can receive it too. Like you ain't gonna I can't let you just give me that and it weigh on me and I take that home and no, you gotta wear something too.
See, I can tell that you're preaching to the choir. I've taken it in. Keep taking my notes down. Larry said, "Don't let nothing just weigh on you. Get it out."
Because people get used to that. They in certain situations, I feel that they might turn you into a verbal punching bag. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm not about to be your verbal punching bag. Like
that's actually terrible. Like I couldn't imagine. Like, and I've been through something like that before, and it actually will make you explode worse than what you ever probably thought you could, because it's like you have taken in so much and you just get tired. Like it just gets to the point where you're just tired of it.
The old saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. The reason why that happens, as far as in real life, the reason why that happens is all those times you bit your tongue. Yeah. Then somebody says something or does something that's very minor.
Says minor. Says probably not even the worst you've been through.
Very minor, and you just blow up.
That is true.
And the first
I've seen it. I'm like,
over that?
Wow.
You flipped out over that?
Like, okay. That'll be all right.
That's what it was. Like
little gasket, as they say.
Well, she had that crazy. She went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's because of all those times you bit your tongue, and then when that one thing happened, you went full.
like, yeah, they need help. That's the next line. Something's wrong with them, man.
Smoke coming out your ears and everything.
Good goodness, so they're dragging now. That's what's going on with them. That's what you're saying.
Do you done turned into, I don't know, I guess you would say a dragon?
Fire breathing dragon.
And it's like, over that?
Over that?
She's crazy. She's really crazy. But no, it was
That's
a
the fact they getting called crazy. You know you keep doing stuff to them, but then you're the bad guy, but you keep doing it.
But nah, like the person who get it ain't even the person who got
Deserve
you worked up. This is a random individual.
How a random person even get it? Like, it doesn't make sense.
I'll tell you, that's the way it happened.
The poor random just get caught out there for no reason.
That was the straw, and they dropped it on there. The back broke.
You don't have no sense. I feel bad for the random. They didn't even do anything.
They always get it.
That's sad.
They always get it. Because you done heard people say, I don't know why she talked to me like that. Or, I don't know why he talked to me like that.
I can't say that. The ones that usually need it, they're the ones that get it that I've seen.
Nah, I done seen regular people, and they'll be talking, and it's like, I don't know why they flipped out on me like that. I was about to.
You was about to get out the way.
But the whole thing is like, it probably scared them because it's like, why you went crazy like that? You know what I'm saying? Nah, you just happen to be the straw.
Yeah.
The very small straw. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of other stuff that happened before you got there.
That's crazy right there.
And it led up to that point.
Is, you on point though. You right.
Like,
that's so funny. That's funny, but it's true. We all have seen that before though.
That's why you can't just let stuff build up and build up and build up. Mm-hmm. Like, you killing yourself. So
you're just stressing yourself out.
It's so like, I can't let you just get me to a point where I'm about to explode. No, I gotta let you hear something. Because I can't take that home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
cause I ain't want to hear.
Yeah, but I'm saying you ain't did.
I'm kidding with you.
You ain't did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So I take it home. I come in. I'm all frustrated and all of that because I ain't said nothing all day, and man, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta let you have something, even if it's just a little.
Take a breather. Yes, please. One thing we know for sure, you ain't taking it home.
Be out there in the car beating on the steering wheel.
See, I'm gonna be looking down from the window like, yeah. Let me go ahead and call somebody. I'm like, what is going on?
Hey, how you doing today, sweetheart?
Like,
what's wrong with you out there in the car?
Exactly. That's what I'm gonna be looking like. Is he okay? But we're gonna move forward. Now, this question is gonna be interesting. I've been thinking about this one, and I'm just like, he's gonna give me a good answer on it. Are you ready?
I don't even know.
Calm down. I know you're still stressed. I know. You ready?
Yeah.
Chitterlings.
Food for the soul.
Let me get my question out.
Okay.
You've already answered it with ew. Chitterlings. A fancy feast or a disgusting treat?
I can't call it fancy. They're a little on the high side though.
Chitterlings?
Yeah. They're a little on the high side, and you got to go through a lot to prepare them.
That is true.
So I might have to say that's a fancy feast. Like, you don't just
nasty motherfucker. Nasty. Okay. With chitterlings, we've heard the saying. What type of food it would? Say what?
Rice.
No one asked you what you wanted with it.
Oh,
no one asked you what you wanted with it because I know you're a hot sauce kind of guy too, huh?
Over a bed of rice. Yeah.
Chitterlings. So I already see what you feel about it. Even though knowing what it is and knowing the smell, the stench as they clean them and stuff in the kitchen, that doesn't bother you to continue on eating them? Because when I was younger, when I first found out what it was, I was like, yeah, I can't eat that anymore. Just like sauce meat. I carried a hog's head in the house after they had got one ready for a barbecue.
That sounds like a you problem.
You know, I'm telling you what happened and why I don't eat it. But they said, "Could put this on in the house. That's gonna be made into sauce meat later." I said, ugh. That's what I've been eating. Is it
sauce meat?
Or is it sauce meat? What
I always heard it's sauce.
Sauce. I may be pronouncing wrong. The meat.
Hog head cheese.
I don't think that's what that is. Well, it is. It's hog head cheese, okay. Yeah. But it's more like it's smoother. Because the sauce meat is like, has all types. You've never had sauce meat before? But you eat chitterlings?
Yeah. The sauce meat is that... it's
a lot of pieces, like put together pieces. Like, I don't know what the little white stuff is in it, but I remember I used to love to eat that, and then when I found out what that was, I couldn't eat it anymore. So, like you said, even after knowing what it is, that doesn't bother you.
No, you still eat hot dogs, don't you?
Don't go there.
Like oil sausages.
Got a can up there now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people try to turn it into whatever they want to turn it into. Alright. I grew up just like you grew up. We had hogs.
Yeah.
But we had hogs. Like, I remember being younger and we had a hog. And I remember when the hog was small. And I would like be with my granddaddy and my brothers going out there to feed the hog and stuff. And I remember him getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And in my eyes, it was a pet.
He thought it was.
Man, that was the case. That joker got so big. You know what I'm saying? Then I got, like, when he broke out the pen, I got scared of him.
Why do we all have a broke out the pen story about a pig? I even had one.
And so, like he ran out in the highway.
Oh.
And, yeah. And so, like my mama wound up getting him to come back.
Bread
and
that's how I got that.
I think just the bucket of food period, and wound up coming back and got him back in the pen or whatever. But the day that they slaughtered him, like I was like, dang, not really killed my pet. It was like I got used to him being there.
That's true.
But chitlins or whatever, when they was cutting up the stuff in the house, it always stank to me. I remember that like yesterday. It always stank.
He probably got old. The meat got rank. That's what they like to call it.
I don't think that's a smell that you just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, his intestines and stuff was probably in there exposed.
Yeah, this conversation that went left, but
no, it didn't. You had to tell me that story about that pet pig. I know you couldn't wait.
But I would say, regardless of all of that, it's a fancy feast.
It's a fancy feast for you.
That's what I would say.
Didn't expect that from you. Then you had the nerve to say a bed of rice.
Oh yeah, bed of rice. Cause like I was about to say, you're not just gonna drop by a person's house and they got chitlins just randomly. Like,
so you're saying that's a holiday, Thanksgiving,
yeah, or
Easter,
Christmas. Somebody special that came to town or something. Like that's a fancy feast.
Yeah, my mom used to cook them, and she would really get into it. Like the cleaning of it is something. I would never did it, so I would never know what the process is like. But I just wondered if you still felt that way about them, because I know you always say that you actually enjoy it. I wonder if you still like that. That was on my mind.
Now, to this day, I've never tried to cook it.
Why wouldn't you think it'd be too hard?
I don't want to mess it up.
As far as the cleaning of it?
No, just in general. Like, I know how, like, my mom cooks it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I wouldn't want to... I just feel mine wouldn't turn out that way. Like, I know I got to practice and all of that, but... I don't know. It costs too much that I'm going to mess it up now. Yeah, I'm going to have to throw that pot away.
Yeah, that is true. That's all I want to ask you about the chitterlings.
All right, I got a question.
Do you have any questions for me tonight?
Yeah, I got a question for you. Okay, being that you asked about the chitlins. Okay, the reason why you said fancy feast and stuff, or not a fancy feast. Hold on, what you said? A disgusting, how you worded it?
I think I said treat. I can't remember.
Disgusting treat.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think with that particular meal, were you going down the road of trying to say that it was like a poor person's meal?
Well, I know that's what they used to call it. Like, it was these scraps like they gave to like slaves and things like that. Okay. Not a poor person meal, but I think it was considered that though. Just like What else did they say was considered that? Wouldn't be neck bones also, would it? Would that be
That's what I was about to ask you about.
What about them? Because you know. Ew.
Like, beans and neck bones.
Your favorite?
Like, with them homemade biscuits. Off the chain.
So that's something you just enjoy.
Man,
Such a southern man.
Yeah, I might make some of that Sunday. But
I am a bean person, but it's a certain types. Like I love really my favorite I believe is like the black eyed peas. Like I love them, and what's
I ain't really a black eyed pea man.
I love them. Now that tastes good, and I think I'm more of a greens person than a bean person. I'd rather have that.
Yeah, you're a greens person.
Aren't we all though? Mustards, collards, like
mustard.
Oh yeah, I'm more of that type of veggie eater, but the neck bones, no. And I ate we ate it a lot as when we were younger, and it was just like it doesn't have any meat. I'm like, I don't want it. I couldn't stand it. I just can't. I don't like these.
It gotta be the smoked neck bones.
They have more meat, don't they?
They have more meat in, like when you cook them in the beans, like they'll give the flavor to the beans, and you ain't gotta add no salt and that like that to it. It's like sometimes, a lot of times you gotta boil it separate and pour out the water. But anyway,
okay, process. Okay,
but
we see you process.
Being that you feel this way about neck bones, if this was all you had, or you didn't have enough money. If you had
Here he goes.
$15,
you know where I'm going with it.
but you don't get paid for 4 days. You got $15.
You know what's going down? Spaghetti. The spaghetti is going to be spammed in this house for the next 4 days. You know that's the only meal that's gonna last that long. Now I know there's probably others, but that's what I know.
I'm telling you, beans and neck bones. You can stretch that.
You want to live on the prairie so bad.
Man, for some reason, thinking about that, like, you know.
Don't even say it. Wait.
You know, in them old movies, they got that, they had that wooden bowl.
Yes.
And that old looking wooden spoon.
I was in a house that had it. I was like, no, I didn't live. No. I didn't live in the house. I knew an older person that had it. No, it wasn't us. They were older couple, and she's a babysitter. I seen it when I was young, not when I was living with my mom. No. Oh God, no, it was not us. It was the older couple. But what was you about to say? A wooden bowl?
Nah, that wooden bowl and that wooden spoon, like on them old shows, they be eating and they be just sitting there eating it like this.
They be so happy.
Man, they make it look like that junk tastes good.
Trust, after being in them fields all day and riding them horses, it do taste good. People be tired and hungry. You gotta light up the house with a candle. There's a lot going on.
But, man, okay. All right, that brings me to a question. From your childhood, your favorite TV show that you've seen every episode to.
Ooh. Favorite TV show from my childhood? I don't know if I've seen every episode.
If you ain't seen every episode, but you seen, there ain't too much you haven't seen.
Let me think. That I loved as a child. Probably the Looney Tunes.
Really?
I loved the Looney Tunes. That was my favorite thing on Saturday morning. I just loved it. It was so awesome.
It's crazy that you say Looney Tunes. I seen a lot of them.
Yes, like it was like there's certain staples in your childhood that just stay with you that you can remember. And it was Saturday morning cartoons. Like it was so like after 12, the TV was gone. Until like wrestling or something came on that afternoon. I loved Saturday morning cartoons. Looney Tunes was my favorite one. Man, it was one of them. They were just awesome. That was the best cartoon.
I probably seen. And this is a crazy. It's an older cartoon. Well, I don't think it's older.
Probably something I haven't seen.
Well, I guess it would be a tie. Baby Huey.
Baby Huey.
Baby Huey.
I don't know what that is.
Like it used to come on because we ain't have cable a lot. So,
why do you have to go there? You didn't have to say anything.
Real.
You didn't have to say anything.
We didn't have cable a lot. Mm-hmm. So like sometimes I would catch it on one of the fuzzy stations.
What was David Hewitt? What was?
But it was a bird and he wore a diaper.
Oh yeah, I think I might have seen one or two.
But it's a real old cartoon.
Gracious.
And the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I can't say I watched them all, but my brother, we enjoyed them together when we were younger.
I know I seen probably every single episode.
That was some good TV in the afternoon after school. Oh, I used to love it. I used to love that. They had a good show. That ran for a little while too.
I just found out that the Black Ranger he only got, is it 9 fingers?
What happened to him?
He was born that way.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never heard that before.
They said the way they filmed, they said it was like only one or two episodes where they actually showed his hand. And they said the gloves, when he would turn into the Black Ranger, the gloves was
fitted to his custom made for his hands.
But it made it like 5. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But he only got 4 on one hand.
I had no idea about that. I did.
Or it's a half a finger or something.
Okay,
it's something.
facts. Okay.
I was like, man, if you see that dude, he's 50 something years old.
He's 50.
Yeah. He looked damn near like he did on the show.
I wonder how he was then.
You should see the Red Ranger though. No offense.
I'm gonna ask you something. Why did you start laughing? Wow. Anyway, so he's in his 50s also.
I guess, but
whoa, okay.
Man, the Red Ranger don't look nothing like he does.
You sound so disappointed. Oh my gosh, man. Life comes at you hard, Larry. Happens, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm in my 40s. I'm trying to stay looking young, vibrant. Like I don't want life to beat me down when people say that. What you just said. Like I'm like, you know what?
So you trying to make it sound bad? I ain't mean to make.
You know how you looked. You're not gonna get as long as God can bless me to keep my health good. I don't want to have no responses. Like you seen Tish. Like, hold up now. Hold up now. That's bad business right there.
I mean, I'll put it like this.
Please.
You can just tell that show was a long time ago.
It was. That was that early 90s? That was early 90s.
Yeah, I know.
At least 94, 95.
Yep.
It lasted a minute too. Didn't some of the characters eventually change over? Like they didn't have the same cast the whole time, did it, with the Black Ranger and some of the other ones?
I mean, they started making them. I ain't watched those though. When they have made
the newer version.
Yeah, like Power Ranger. What is it?
No, gosh, not spinoffs.
Dino Wars or some shit. I'm like, I don't know what that
is. Why you got mad about it? Like you just didn't want to see any new characters. You want to keep the ones. It does. It doesn't always go well when they try to switch it up and then make spinoffs and stuff like that. It just don't, as they say, hit the same. It just don't.
And then I guess since we got older, it was like, yeah, whatever. But,
so I was done. That's I'm done with that. This is over. Don't start switching up my characters. I don't like it no more. That makes sense though. But yeah, for me it's definitely Looney Tunes. Like I could say I really enjoyed that when I was a young kid.
Alright, another question. Childhood movie. It doesn't have to be a kid's movie. A childhood movie a movie that you watched in your childhood that you should not have been allowed to watch.
Ooh, so many. But let me see. A movie I watched when I was young. Hellraisers. Oof.
That's the movie that you shouldn't have been allowed
to watch?
Not
at 7 and 8. Have you seen Hellraisers?
I may have not.
Ooh. Pinhead.
Oh yeah. They used to come on Fox.
Oh my gosh. It still triggers me to this day. I cannot watch that movie alone. I cannot watch that movie with anybody. I cannot watch it. Oh, and Candyman. Rest in peace to Tony Todd. Y'all don't understand. I'm still triggered by that also. And I am old. I cannot watch these movies. Like they did something to the mind. Like they scare me. And it stuck with me like my whole life. And it's crazy. To know that it's not real, but then do we really know it's not real? I'm not trying to find out about neither.
I mean, the fact that you said,
Mm-hmm.
like I wasn't expecting you to go to scary.
You
movies.
was talking about something like what was in your mind? Like for me, like some of the other ones, like maybe they dealt drugs or it was killing. Yeah, we seen like New Jack City and stuff like that when we were younger. Or what is it? Men's Society. All this came out when we were young.
Yeah.
We saw that, but no, nothing compares to them scary movies. Nothing.
Man, I seen there was one time I have like 3 of them that I shouldn't have been.
What was the age range when you saw them that you can remember?
One of them is what's the genre? Higher Learning. I shouldn't have been able to watch that when I watched it.
It was something else. It was.
Because I like that.
Some of the racism.
Yeah, that junk
wild.
really resonated with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, because that was like 95.
Was that 95? Well, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I think so.
So I was in like 5th grade. Cause I think the way my grades lined up was whatever the number was on the year 90, whatever, that's what grade I was in.
Right.
And so I think it was 95, so I was like in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to school with that. As far as that.
So did it have you looking at other children in a different way?
Oh, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really gonna be. I guess it's young to say that was on your mind, seeing other students of a different race and stuff like that. That it just was like, is that you probably was thinking, is that person like that or something like that? But yeah, that's a deep movie. It really is.
Another one, Jason's Lyric. I shouldn't have been able to watch that when I watched it.
Who was watching that? But anyway, that had you in front of the TV.
My brother was going to work, and he used to ride with this lady. Well, it was a cousin of ours. Mm-hmm. But we stopped by her house because we was dropping him off, so we went in there speaking and everything. Mm-hmm. And so Jason's Lyric, I guess it was brand new at that time. I think Jason's Lyric.
It was a big hit movie. It was when it first came out.
Was that 95 too?
I'm not sure, but it's in that range, 95, 96, something like that.
So go over there. She's watching the movie or whatever, and like it was when it was first coming on, and basically when they start off as kids, and then was it the daddy got killed? Remember one of them killed the daddy?
He missed and shot his dad, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, and then the other one is the one that went to do the time for him. Mm-hmm. So he always was looked at as the
like
bad
outcast and stuff
like
that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even him that did it. But anyway.
You just told me something. I never realized that.
Yeah.
I never realized. That's why he was treating him like that.
Yeah, he did the time for him.
We gonna have to watch Jason Lyrics again. I never knew that in the beginning.
Man, I remember that just like it was yesterday.
Wow. And the light skinned one killed him.
Yes.
And the one, boy.
Yes.
You done put me on. Oh my God. I gotta go back and watch Jason
That's why he was so messed up. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah. But watching that, and I'm 10? You know what I'm saying?
Did the mom make him do that?
Take the fall for it?
Yes. Because is that why he had so much resentment towards you? Remember how much he had that resentment towards her when he came home and stuff like that?
I don't think she knew it was him that did it. I think I think he was already looked at as the bad seed.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking back. When he was doing whatever he did to her, the little boy, the little one was trying to get the gun, I remember. And then when he turned around, it shot off. She had to have seen him. So I wonder if she made him take the fall for that from what you're saying. That's crazy. I never knew that.
But Jason's Lyric is a great movie. But I shouldn't have watched it at that time.
If you haven't seen it, no little kids on here. You don't watch it. But the older people remember that was a good movie.
But like when we stopped over there and it was on that scene, and I'm just looking at TV.
Shots like wow, I've never seen something so gruesome.
Until that moment, I don't think I had ever seen
a shot.
No, a movie, a black movie like that. Yeah. Until that moment, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of storyline. You know what I'm saying?
Something, yeah.
Now there was other movies, but I know Jason's Lyric I shouldn't have seen when I seen it.
Came into your mind, like you do remember certain stuff. Like, why was I watching this? Like that's crazy.
Like I say, Higher Learning, American History X, but I was a little older. I don't think nobody should be I don't give a damn if you 30 years old. You shouldn't be watching that. Like that was.
How did you come across that movie?
We had the free subscription of I think it was like
Cinemax,
HBO and Cinemax.
That makes sense. It would be on something like that. That's when you say no one should watch it, it must have been real gruesome.
Very.
Was it based around like
back to racism
like
again?
Racism?
Yeah.
Yes. There's some movies that now I wouldn't even want to see because of you knowing what's gonna be in that movie because racism is involved in it. Well, in it, and it's like I don't want to be a part of something like that. Like my mind, like I don't like movies that stick with me. I don't like stuff that just keeps playing over and over in my head. Like that's the only thing with certain stuff. I cannot stand to watch something that just keeps playing in my head. And I can like there's certain movies I can remember scenes like A Time to Kill when I watched that. The only thing about A Time to Kill is he got his revenge for his child. So that was what made you what made me love that movie because you don't often see the black person get their revenge or get justice. And then he was found innocent. I just knew they were going to send him away, but just movies like that I can't. Like it takes a lot out of you. It really does. I hate seeing stuff like that. I truly do. Like you just wish the world didn't even have true stories like that exist, but it's happened. It's something else.
All right, that's one of those. Like I say, back then, movies. Because that's one thing I always try to keep in mind when we would watch stuff around Shay.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like there's a lot of movies that has come out like since she's been growing up, and we ain't gonna watch that. We're gonna go get Shrek or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
like she's older, so if it's something that she wants to, what she's interested in, she can go see herself. Because she's come to us with different documentaries she's watched on things like that, and like she'll have a perspective of it. But it's not something you can always keep from your kids, and it's good for them to know. But for me, it's just like I don't like for it to be like forced on me to see things like that. I just like I said, it just sticks with me. I just hate stuff like that. I hate to see it.
Think about this conversation. You know the ratings that's on the movies. Like you might have PG-13.
Yes.
What is it? Rated R. NC-17.
Yes. Never seen one of those, but
you probably have. Just don't know it.
Yeah, I know it say matured and made, but I don't have ever seen something say NC-17.
But I guess those ratings are really I guess they really do serve a purpose.
They didn't create that for no reason.
Yeah.
Trust me when I tell you. I have not seen that pop up in the corner of a movie in a show in a long time.
They're not caring anymore.
Larry, stop. You said okay.
That went out the window.
So
3 presidents.
So only ratings are for movies that are going to be in the actual movie theater, but TV they don't care anymore. Is what you're saying.
Do they have ratings on them?
I'm sure they do. I just haven't seen it. Usually you'll be watching something and it'll pop up in the corner. I just have not seen it in a long time while I was watching TV. I probably missed it because I wasn't looking at the beginning, but yeah, I haven't seen that ratings thing in a minute.
I tell you what, don't have a rating on it.
What?
YouTube.
Yeah, anything can pop up on it. But I don't know. They do give you that little thing, that little where it shields it before you watch it. I have seen that.
Oh, okay.
So they're mindful. I even see it like on Instagram and stuff like that. Like if it's something that could be possibly
a little blurry look.
Yeah, if it's something that could be gets triggering or bother you or something like that, they do try to censor it a little bit. So I'll give them that. So I wasn't gonna try to throw them under the bus. They try to warn you, like, hold on.
No, I did because I know that's really right now. That's the go-to as far as what people watch. You know what I'm saying? Is YouTube, and I don't recall seeing like an actual like rating.
No, I don't think it have ratings, but it does have those little that little blur thing, that little shield before you watch something that could be, I guess, bad for you. So they say we trying out here, Larry. They say we trying. They really
My bad.
Trying to see, getting on YouTube for no reason.
But I don't know. I think that might be all I have.
That's all you got for me tonight. With small talks this evening.
Small talks.
You want to wrap it on up, I guess, then?
I guess this has been another episode of Small Talks with Tish and Larry. And we got to keep this grind going. Like, we love spending time with y'all. Hope y'all love spending time with us.
For sure, for sure.
Tune in again next week. Oh, forgot. Special interview. We're releasing it real soon. Tune in.
Please tune in, y'all, and I hope we all enjoy this episode, and hope you enjoy the interview coming up, your podcast coming up, and hopefully you all have a blessed week ahead. You take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good night.
Good night.